So, enumerate the key issue faced by working women in contemporary Indian society and the steps taken by the government to address them. Also, critically examine the key features of the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017. So, 2050, 250 words. So, related to women and steps taken by the Indian society by the government, critically examine the benefits of Amendment Act, Maternity Benefit Act. So, approach give a brief introduction regarding working women in India, enumerate the problems faced by the Indian working women, list of steps taken by the government to address the issue of working women in India, discuss the recent amendments of Maternity Benefits Act, suggest possible improvements. Answer. Through a women constitute nearly 50% of the Indian population. Therefore, their participation in labor force was around 28%. Their participation in labor force was around 28% in the 2016. Key issue faced by working women in India: gender bias creates obstacle during recruitment, remuneration, and promotion. Gender bias creates obstacles during recruitment, remuneration, and promotion. And glass ceiling, unseen barrier due to prejudices and stereotypes that keeps women from rising. So, unseen barrier due to the prejudices and stereotypes that keeps women from rising to upper ranks of hierarchy, regardless of their disqualifications or achievements. Balancing work family life, major burden of running family is on women. Husbands are not forthcoming in full-time care of children. Sexual harassment at workplace, lack of effective enforcement of safety law at workplace, job insecurity since pregnant and lactating mothers need time to taking care of their child. Many quit their job due to lack of adequate leaves and family support, lack of supporting infrastructure like toilets, separate toilets, transport, and creche facilities. Psychological barrier above factors affect women's self-belief and confidence, which impairs their growth. Other factors like age of marriage, literacy, and earned status in family. Steps taken by the government for working women. Legislation Equal Remuneration Act 1973 provides equal remuneration to men and women for same work of similar nature. Maternity Benefit Act 1961 regulates maternity and other benefits. Sexual harassment of women and at workplace. Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013 prevents women's workers sexual harassment program schemes, promoting women entrepreneurship through programs like Mahila E-Heart, Digital India and Startup India. Working women hostel, safe and affordable hostel accommodation. Rajiv Gandhi National Creche Scheme to assist NGO in running creches. One-stop center provides specialized services to women who face any kind of violence. Women helpline to provide 24 hours emergency and non-emergency response to women affected by violence and sexual harassment anywhere. Maternity Benefit Act Amendment Act 2017 amendment have been made to the act, which would be applicable to all establishments having at least 10 employees. Extend maternity leave to working women from 12 to 26 weeks to first two children, and every establishment with more than 50 employees to provide creche facilities for working mothers and permission to make 4 visits to creche during working hours. Employers may permit to a woman to work from home if it is possible to do. Women employee must be informed about all benefits available under the Act at the time of her appointment in writing and electronically for pitfalls in the Act. Increased maternity benefit is only available for the first two children. A woman who adopts a child below the age of 3 months. A woman who adopts a child below the age of 3 months or a commissioning mother will be entitled active maternity benefit for a period of 12 weeks only. If it may discourage employers for hiring women and impact competitiveness of industries that predominantly employ women. Women working age, unorganized sector, and not included. Silent on provisions regarding paternity benefits. So here we study all the things. So extend maternity leave out to working women from 12 to 26 weeks for the first two children. So Maternity Benefits Act 2017 amendment have been made to the act which would be applicable to all establishment having at least 10 employees. Every establishment with more than 50 employees to provide creche facilities for working mothers and permission to make for visits to creche during working hours. When to work from home, it is possible. If it is possible to do so, women employees must be informed about all benefits available under the Act at the home at the time of our appointment in writing and electronically if it falls to the Act. So thank you.